In the past, we all know Hypixel Skyblock updates cause prices on the bazaar to go a little bit crazy. Some items plummet and some items absolutely skyrocket. For example, Jerry boxes when the Jerry Machine Gun got nerfed, or prices of scrolls when the RNG meter got introduced into dungeons. Now we all know that the Garden update should be coming out sometime soon. The update's recently been in alpha again. Obviously, it's been in alpha before Christmas, and things didn't go to plan, and that's why it hadn't been released. But at the moment, the alpha still remains open. And from this same NPC that gives you unlimited billions of coins, as you can see, he also now has a new armor set, the Melon set, which actually looks quite good. Now we actually take a look at the stats. As you can see, it gives quite a substantial health buff. The full set giving plus 500. Also, the full set gives plus 100 defense. Also, the full set gives plus 10 speed. And also plus 70 foraging fortune. Now, we haven't seen an armor set that gives foraging fortune, which is very interesting. Also, the full set bonus. Farming wheat, carrot and potatoes has a 0.05% chance of dropping a crappie. Now, unless I missed something, I'm not sure exactly what that really is. Hopefully this NPC has the answers. Yeah, unless I missed something, I don't know what a crappie is. Now on the regular server, we have the regular Melon Dicer, whereas on the alpha, we have the Melon Dicer 3.0, gain plus 10 farming wisdom while harvesting melons, instead of plus 5. And the same can be said for the Pumpkin Dicer. Now honestly, I'm not a massive farming person, but a new update is very cool, and to be fair, I think it's about time that there was actually a proper farming armor set added, just like there needs to be a proper foraging armor set added. Also, if you do watch the videos and you haven't subscribed, why not? Okay, become part of the 20%. It's a known fact that the 79% are just bad at Skyblock. Anyway, as I was saying at the start of the video, new updates usually mess with prices, to cut a long story short. Now, obviously I've just showed you that new melon armor, the new farming armor, and well, I guess speculation has definitely got the better of some people. When I say some people, a lot of people. And enchanted melon blocks are now nearly 31k. To anyone who doesn't keep up with the prices of enchanted melon blocks, including myself, you just think, okay, and? But in actual fact, over the past week or so, as you can see, there's a massive spike. They initially increased around about 6,000 coins per, so just over 25%. They sort of dropped a bit, and now they've gone back up, they're leveling out a little bit, and maybe even on the up a little bit again. Now, I was already completely aware about the melon prices, but then I thought, well, maybe, obviously, the melon prices are going up because people are speculating that you're going to need melon to craft melon armor, which makes perfect sense. Now, obviously not for the same reason, but with the farming update, I would have sort of expected to see maybe Jacob's tickets on the up, because it seems like we are getting closer to the update. But that doesn't, I mean, over the last week, they've gradually increased, but not by that much. It's sort of natural, to be honest. I think the issue with so much speculation, and we've almost got the update like at least once, it's sort of hard to predict when it's actually going to come out. Now it will be kind of interesting to see if anything else is actually added onto this featured update item menu, or whether that's it, unless that's all that we're getting. Also, can I just bring attention to this insane melon set? Look at this. Prot 7, growth 7, the whole shebang. But I've got to say, I think this is going to be good, just purely because I feel like Skyblock was crying out for an update like this. Even if I am personally not even a big fan of farming, and realistically I'm probably not going to massively enjoy the update, I think this is definitely the right thing to do. Like, how have we not even had like a proper usable set of farming armor yet? How is this the first proper set? And before you try to tell me, well, the pumpkin armor is a proper farming set. Yeah, okay. It's not good though, is it? Do you ever actually see anyone farming in a pumpkin set? I didn't think so. If I'm being honest, I'm just very happy that it gives farming fortune, an actual proper farming set. And while I'm on the topic of a proper farming set, the same needs to be done for foraging. We need a proper foraging set. We need a foraging update. Okay, foraging is so incredibly boring and painful. It's not even funny. Farming is probably more interesting. I mean, I guess the only plus side about foraging is we have a foraging reforge. Gives us plus 2 foraging wisdom. Okay, that is incredibly generous. But this isn't about a foraging update, even though we are so desperately in need of one, because, I mean, who is foraging? I think the farming update is just a step in the right direction, definitely. We could just apply that to foraging as well, that would be great. Let me know what you think of this new armor set in the comments. I personally think it is a good addition and probably will be pretty good. A massive upgrade from anything else that you've probably foraged in. Now, of course, you might encounter a little bit of a speed issue. Godpop probably should sort that out. And I've only just thought to check, we actually can see the recipes for the melon armor, okay? So it's 5 pieces of enchanted melon blocks in every single slot. So let's calculate how much it's probably going to cost. Okay, so we're going to need 120 enchanted melon blocks. And at today's market price of 30.9k per piece, it comes out to around about 3.7 million coins. Now, of course, this is subject to the changing price on the bazaar when the update comes out, depending on how good the armor actually is. Obviously, that depends on whether the price is going to crash or just go mental and increase. Now, my immediate reaction to the price is, I think it's probably about right. Maybe it could be slightly more expensive. After all, it does give quite a substantial increase with farming fortune, and that is obviously very useful. Now, while we're on the topic of farming, I think there's a few flaws. First of all, if you come to the Anita NPC, which is upstairs in the little house at the hub, we've got Jacob downstairs. This is where you can spend your gold, silver or bronze medals and your Jacob tickets. Now, we all know that the mathematical whole blueprint is basically the key to everything regarding farming. It can be changed into different variants depending on what you're actually farming. Now, this whole blueprint and the actual holes and tools themselves can't be sold on the auction house, okay? Why? Now, with items that can't be sold in the auction house, now we're seeing a lot of them basically being soulbound, corpse soulbound. That's not the case at all for these holes. What this means is if you don't want to upgrade one yourself and you want to buy one yourself, or for instance if you find it hard to get a gold medal and you can't actually get the blueprint yourself, obviously you can trade the medals up, but it can take time and some people have problems doing it. Now that means that essentially what you have to do is either buy an actual hoe itself or the blueprint off somebody else through trade menus. Now for newer players this can be a little bit risky, because newer players who aren't that experienced are obviously more prone to being scammed. And from there, it's quite self-explanatory. So, solution. This is a very simple solution. You either let them be traded on the auction house, or you just keep them soulbound. I don't understand why there's neither. It honestly is mind-blowing. It doesn't make any sense at all, and it's just unnecessary. Something else I want to address in terms of farming that is just wrong, that needs to be changed, is if we come over to Jacob, from here we can see all the different events. Now, as you can see here, included in Jacob's farming contest, along with like pumpkin, sugarcane, potatoes, carrots, everything that you would expect is netherwarts, which is fine, that makes sense. There is also a netherwart hoe, so that's perfectly fine, you know, that makes perfect sense. But what doesn't make sense is this: when you actually farm netherwarts, you get alchemy XP. Why is that? Please explain why this is. Yes, I get it, you need netherwarts to brew potions, brewing potions, alchemy, brewing stand, and so on. It makes sense in a way. But the biggest issue that I have with this is you could literally spend hours upon hours upon hours upon end farming and gaining sort of like progress towards potentially another gold medal for a whole blueprint for more farming related things, and you're not even getting farming XP. It honestly makes no sense, and to be honest, every time I think about this, I just get a little bit more mystified. Anyway, please let me know what you think in the comments. Is 3.7 million about right for what you get? I guess only time will tell, but we can speculate. Anyway, that just about wraps up today's video. I hope you all have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.